she was putting down her husband in front of me. She was putting down her husband in front of me and a few of others, and I just snapped. Basically telling her that she should be grateful to have a husband who does so much for her and her daughter, and that's not his child. So she said, I might have even said that a family event, I might have even said that at a family event when she talks down to him. I see the light in his eyes go out. I've never really spoken like this to her before, but I was just so frustrated, particularly as someone who is divorced and in this horrid app dating scene. I was trying to get her to appreciate what she has, but I guess I also don't know the whole story of their relationship behind closed doors. Her response to my comment was that she deserves to be treated like a queen. And I thought, sure, but does that mean degrading your partner in front of others? So she wants to know, is she the jerk for putting her on blast? Because she's treating her.
Maybe it's a kink. Sis, maybe you walking some stuff you don't know about. Some guys like it when you mean to them.
Okay.
If he's not willing to defend himself, that's his own problem. Mind business. You picked that. You picked that.
Yeah, I feel like you don't know the situation in entirety, so she should have just minded her dang business, Bookie. That could be a whole kink you impeding on, for real.
Right, and like sis, do you want a part of it? Like,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
sound
I'm
like
just
you want her
saying,
man. It's not like
so
you've been
concerned.
thinking my man's too good for me. It sounds like you've been thinking that for a while.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
She want my man, my man, my man.
He grown. He can make his choices. He like it here. He love it here.
Well, here's the thing though. See, like, this is why, like, gotta have great friends. Because my friends make me a better person.
Right.
So they gonna tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. You know what I mean? Or they gonna tell me if I'm being, you know, an a-hole or whatever the case may be to try to make me a better person. You know what I'm saying? I think, which, I get it. Y'all gonna side with y'all friends, whatever, cool, but
No, I tell my friends when they wrong.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't know their situation. Like, and she said that she doesn't see all of their situation. So I would not, just like you, I wouldn't say anything.
Nah, yeah, I just mind my business on that one.
Yeah.
All she said was she wants to be treated like a queen. So that could be whatever she deems as queen.
I don't know what.
So-
Yeah.
so could it be jealousy or envy? You know, in a way, because it's like you're frowning upon your friend wanting to be treated like a queen. You don't know what's going on, so you don't know what's going on enough. You're not asking, but you're giving your judgment, your opinion. So in a way, is there jealousy between that? You know?
Me personally, I kind of feel her a little bit. I know y'all feel differently. I kind of feel her. Now obviously she's basing it off on her divorce. She probably didn't have a man to treat her, and she sees from what she's pretty much
The grass
seen,
always looks
that's what
greener
it does look greener
on the
And
other
she's
side.
seeing something that she's seeing that at least that she wasn't getting from her man. Like, yo, she probably saying like, yo, you got a trying man. Like, girl, appreciate this man. Or whatever the case.
And at least not in front of people also. Because,
She said it was at a family event.
she was ripping into him in front of people.
Yeah, she's ripping into him
Yeah.
in front
You
of
were just
a family
that.
event.
You know?
Like, me personally, I don't care whether we have problems or not. We're not. If I'm at one of my family function, we're not doing this.
Unless it's a kink, I'm telling you, there's a lane for
We're
it.
not doing that.
There's a time. There's a time and place for everything.
That's what I'm about to say. So, like, what calls for that? Like, I get it. Mind your business. I get that. But what calls for this? At a public
It could be the lead up to a very great night for them. Kinks are like, some people like when you're mean to them and stuff. I knew a guy,
That's cool, but-
and he did not like it. But involving other people and to the point where everybody else feels uncomfortable, I do agree with that being wrong. But I'm saying, like, I just don't know what's going on in their relationship. Where
But she
she
doesn't-
feels like,
I just don't think anything calls for him
That
to be
he-
publicly disrespected in front of
Oh,
his family.
at all.
Regardless of what we know and don't know, what calls for that to happen?
Yeah.
Right, to be
I
embarrassed
mean, there's
in front
some
of your family.
things that if a man did to me, I would totally drag him and his family.
And at a public
If you
event,
did something to
I
me,
mean, I don't believe.
okay,
I
let's
don't
say it's the
public
most
event.
horrible thing you can think of. What's the most horrible thing you can think of?
You-
Okay,
you-
somebody
you
gave
suffer-
you
suffer
a
with
venereal,
system members.
and he gave you a venereal, and the person gave you a venereal disease
And
and
you
stuff.
found out at the family event though?
Either way,
saying-
I'm cutting
saying
up,
you
bro.
suffer-
I'm
you
cutting
suffer
up.
with my cousin.
Either way, I'm cutting up.
You
I'm
suffer
sorry.
with my cousin.
You know what? You know, for me,
F you and your
for
family.
Me, even by experience, for me, something like that to like break us out of character and show everybody our relationship would have to be out of the under
Yeah,
influence.
it'd be crazy.
We gotta be drunk or
Crazy.
something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's no other reason for us to be stepping out of character like this in front of everybody.
But
We're
they
gonna go
didn't
back
say
to each
they
other
were
anyway.
stepping out of character. They said she was.
Well, even
I
her.
imagine
She
he was
got a drinking
silent the
problem
way
or
that they
something.
telling the story.
She didn't stop drinking at
She
family
probably-
events.
You gotta stop drinking. Like you said, I don't care what it is.
Something.
We're not exposing what we're going through at a family event.
Right.
That's not happening. That gotta be established before you're my wife. But they're clearly husband and wife. I mean, okay,
Still.
so is she that?
There's some things I will not hide, and if it's really treacherous, I want everyone to hear what you
Then
did.
don't even go. Then don't even go.
I want
Then don't
everyone.
even go.
No, I want everyone.
No,
You're
no,
missing
no.
the main line. You're missing the main line. I want everyone to know what you did and stuff. Like that's the main point. You're not listening. You're not listening.
I hear you. Don't go.
That would be the main point of me
No,
going.
no.
I was not gonna go until I realized nobody else knows that you did this.
She's like, hold on, everybody got to know.
Okay, gather around.
I just don't think it make I don't think when women do that or anyone does that to the family, to vice versa, whatever, how crazy that makes you look.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. Like if I went in, I'm thinking I'm looking crazy to this family. This family
For
probably
sure, but if you drove me that way, bring back public shame.
No.
I miss public shame, man.
I do miss public shame.
Bring
but
back
to a different
shame.
degree, but to a
Bring
different
back
degree.
shame.
I do agree with her. Bring back public shame. But with that being said, I wouldn't be ashamed of myself doing some stupid stuff like that, because then that outs us both. Like it outs us both. And
I'm
I know
saying
you
if
don't
I'm
care
the
about
victim.
their family. I know you don't care about like the perception of their family or vice versa family, whatever the case may be. But man, yeah, it makes you look crazy. That's all.
I would do that at the end of our relationship, though. Like that's something I would do if I never planned on going back with you, and I want everybody to know what happened and stuff in the most dramatic way possible. No, there would be no me going back to them anyway. So you don't have to.
Okay. So is she the jerk?
So is
Is
she?
she the
I was
jerk?
just gonna say, so is she?
She's still the jerk, but it's just
Is she the jerk?
I don't know the situation.
Is she the jerk? For you, is she the jerk?
Mind your business.
She's still a
Is
jerk.
she's not. For me, she's not.
Mind your business.
She's
Mind your
not the jerk because
might be the
it's a
mistress,
public
okay?
event and you don't do that. in
Cause
public.
why you sticking up for him so hard?
Not
You
Mistress, at this
don't do
point.
that
Even
in
if that's my
public
friend,
event.
I'm gonna tell her in private how I
Right.
feel.
You
Yeah.
don't do it in public. You're not gonna.
I'm
do
not
it
gonna do it in
public
public.
event.
We're not gonna do that.
So
Right.
then she shouldn't be the jerk for that reason.
But
So
she's
she
on
should
Reddit.
not be the jerk.
So
No.
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 But it's Reddit. Okay, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But
it's
no,
public.
she's not. No, you're saying you're gonna tell her in private though.
I'm saying yes. I'm gonna tell her in private.
Right.
I'm gonna correct her in private. I'm not gonna correct her. in
No,
public.
tell her in public because you said she.
That's
is a
if
jerk.
you
need to tell
want
her in
a
public.
relationship. But
If
what
you-
if
I
she's
can't
at
tell
her
her-
wit's
No,
end?
no. You can't tell in public because again, my whole initiative point is mind your business in the first place.
So that she
So
should-
me
she
out
should-
here in public ain't going. Me rashing her for rashing her
So
husband.
she should not be the jerk. So she should not be the jerk. For that reasoning.
And you gotta
You
be
just
the
argued
teacher. You
down
gotta
about
be the
that.
teacher and teach. So with that being said, you
I
gotta
got
be the
you.
one to pull her to the side and be like, "Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
In public.
Leave that
right?
man alone."
In public.
No. You're gonna pull her to the side in private.
Yeah, to the
in
side.
private.
You're gonna pull her to the
You're gonna
bathroom.
pull her to the
You're
back
going to the
room.
bathroom to
And you're gonna be
decide
like,
something.
If that's the case,
Girl.
then
you're gonna be
she's
like,
not-
"Girl,
she's not
what
the
are you
jerk.
what are you doing?" Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? This man
No,
working
no.
hard and yum, so on and so forth.
Alright, what
Yeah.
we got? Alright,
So
so
it has to come from a place like, hey, you got something good, like this and that. Like, you know what I mean? But also, judgy is like, it's
So-
giving mistress.
so 3 jerks and
She's
one not the
messy.
jerk.
Yeah, she seemed mixy to me.